I'm going to teach you the fastest ways to delete negative items from your credit report in 30 days. Listen, if you've got negative items on your Experian credit report, listen closely, because Experian just made a change that could mean more deletions than ever before, and it can happen in as little as 30 days. But here's the catch. You have to move fast or you'll miss your window. Now make sure to comment the word delete if you want these negative items deleted from your credit reports. If this is your first time to the channel, I'm Mike the Credit Guy, and I've been in the credit game for over a decade and a half, helping people clean up their credit reports, raise their credit scores, and get approved for the credit and financing they deserve. Today's update from Experian is a big deal because it quietly changes how disputes can be processed, and it tips the scale in your favor if you know what to do. So let's talk about what's changed at Experian. Now, the old process, when you disputed a negative item, Experian would often just run it through their automated eOscar system. Now, I've talked about this in other videos because this is a big deal. Now, eOscar, which is designed to confirm info with the furnisher within 30 days. It's a completely automated AI system that a lot of people on social media don't talk about, except for me. Now, there's been a new shift at Experian, and reports are showing that Experian is now fast tracking certain disputes directly to internal review before sending them to the furnisher. And the question is why? Because there's pressure from recent CFPB crackdowns on data accuracy. Because remember, everything on your credit report must be accurate, complete, and fair. And what this means is less rubber stamping and more actual removals if documentation is shaky, which in all honesty, it always is. But let's talk about why this matters to you. Now, this could be the best 30-day deletion opportunity we've had in years. When Experian does more in-house reviews, they're forced to make decisions based on the data they have. And if the creditor can't prove it in time, it gets deleted. And more than often, we see that the data is incomplete or just completely inaccurate and wrong. And this is what forces those deletions. Now, I want you to type the word gone in the comments if you want every negative mark on your credit report gone. Now, these are the 3 steps that you need to take advantage of right now, because the clock is ticking and the window will close once they actually stop doing this. Now, step 1, you want to pull your real FICO scores and full credit reports. Now, you can get your credit reports for 100% free from annualcreditreport.com. You can get them free once a week. Now, if you want to see your real FICO scores that lenders see, link is going to be in the video description for MyScoreIQ. They will give you a 14-day trial for $1. Do not, and I repeat, do not rely on Credit Karma. Get all 3 bureau reports, especially Experian. We want to look for late payments, collections, charge-offs, any negative item that's hurting your credit, or public records. We want to hunt it down on your credit reports and highlight it. Step number 2, we want to target the weakest items. Old accounts will usually come without full documentation, so we want to attack those as much as we possibly can. And then we want to look for accounts that are sold to multiple collectors, because we can dispute the ownership. Dispute ownership. Remember that. That's very, very key. And step number 3, you want to file your dispute with proper documentation. Now, we pulled our credit reports. You highlight everything, make copies, at least 3 copies of those credit reports, and you highlight all the errors. Circle them with a red pen or some type of color highlighter. And then you want to actually supply a proof of your ID and proof of your address. That could be any type of utility bill, any type of cell phone bill, car insurance, car registration, your cell phone bill, your pay stub, your bank statement. I think you get the drift. And then any evidence that the info is wrong or unverifiable or incomplete or inaccurate. Remember that. Always remember, it's not about the fact whether or not you owe the money. That means nothing. We want to find the errors, because per Metro 2 standard of reporting, if it doesn't meet the standards of Metro 2, then it must be deleted. If it's not accurate, complete, or fair, it must be deleted. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. And Christian, Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Always send your letters certified mail, and some people like to use Experian Secure Upload to create a paper trail, but understand, when you upload in through Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, you are bound to their terms and conditions and you cannot sue them. That's what they want, so understand that. I prefer a paper trail all day, every day. Now let's do a quick timeline breakdown. On day 0, dispute is filed. Now from day 5 to 10, Experian's internal review process happens. And that's what we want. We don't want it going through eOscar system. On day 15 to 20, if insufficient evidence, deletion decision can be made before creditor even responds. And that's what we want. On day 30, deadline hits. If the creditor fails to verify, deletion is final. Now, why it's important? Because every day counts. Delays in sending disputes could mean missing the current review system before it changes again, because this is constantly changing. This is why it's important that I come to bring you this information as fast as I possibly can, because the window can close at any point in time and we don't know when it's gonna happen. Now, some of the biggest common mistakes that I want you to avoid, now one of them is disputing too many items at once. It flags your file. Now, what do I mean by that? I want you to attack your charge-offs and collections. Leave your hard inquiries for another day. They're not as important and as vital as your charge-offs and collections. Focus on those first, and your identifying information, which means your addresses, names, phone numbers, employer. Clean that stuff up also. But remember, we don't want to dispute too much in just one letter. Now, here's a little trick that a lot of people don't talk about. You can have an address correction letter folded and put in the same envelope with your disputing letters for your collections and your charge-offs. 2 letters in one envelope, 2 birds, 1 stone. It's very effective. One of the biggest common mistakes to avoid is using generic dispute letters, because remember, we are up against AI, and the AI system detects and rejects them. If they sense that there are a template letter that's been used thousands of times, the system is going to remember it. And the final mistake that people make is they're not checking all 3 credit bureaus. What's deleted at Experian might still exist at Equifax and TransUnion. Once you get the actual deletion with Experian, that opens a window for the other 2 to fall in line also. Last part's the most important. Now, if you're serious about getting results fast, you can use a tool like DisputeBeast. It automates the entire process. It does all the work for you, pulls your reports, and crafts personalized disputes with a 110% money back guarantee. And that's exactly what my clients use to speed things up. Link is gonna be in the video description for anybody that needs to use DisputeBeast to fix their credit. I want you to understand the urgency that's involved in this, because Experian's change could be temporary, or it could close the gap on easy deletions as soon as creditors complain. So don't wait, start today and track everything and follow up. And also remember, if you have any collections, charge-offs, or any negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.